Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Formcast episode 142. Last week we talked about Black Ops 7. And this week we talk about Battlefield 6. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The much awaited, much anticipated Battlefield 6 game was released last Friday. I pulled the trigger, I purchased the game, and I had a lot of fun. I can definitely tell you, after playing the beta a little while ago, plus purchasing the game and playing the real thing, the full release, this game is sound and it's a lot of fun. I played the campaign for about an hour and a half. Now, there was a little bit of a bug where my game did close randomly. I don't know why, but it allowed me to say, you know what, put the campaign on hold and go play some multiplayer. The multiplayer is super, super fun. It plays just like the beta. They made a little bit of change. I think you move a little bit slower, but Battlefield has never been this run and gun arcade type style game like Call of Duty. Battlefield has always been its own thing. The world destruction, the environmental destruction that can happen is absolutely awesome, including in the campaign. You could literally just grenade launch a building, and even if you don't need to destroy it, it's destroyed. But in the multiplayer, it still proves super, super, very, very fun in order to just destroy some building that some guy's been camping in all game long. Now, the game modes are different. There's attack, defend, rush, conquest, large map. There's this just planes, helicopters, tanks, ATVs, Humvees, whatever, weapons galore, all this kind of stuff. It's really, really, really fun. I honestly don't have much of a complaint about the game. I think if you have a complaint about the game, it's because you probably enjoy a run and gun type arcade shooter like Call of Duty over the slower pace, squad type play and more tactical situations on Battlefield 6. The game comes out, tons of players. There were tons of players during the beta. I think someone said like 700 and some thousand people played the beta at one point. That was their peak playership in the 24-hour period. The game comes out. There's a 500,000 person queue to get into the servers. It actually went quite quickly, so that was pretty good on their part. But aside from that, everyone was playing and having loads of fun. Now, there were some bugs and people saying that I can't get in and it's got to re-download multiplayer and all these kinds of things. However, I think the EA launcher, as we might all know, is not necessarily the best. But I have mine on Steam and I didn't have any issues once I was in the multiplayer of any sorts. Now, there is a lot coming with Battlefield 6. Yes, you purchased the game. Yes, it's a very expensive purchase. However, Season 1 of Battlefield comes out October 28th. And if I'm wrong on that date, don't yell at me because I'm just the messenger. This is what I read online and what I'm told from other people and I find on socials. However, the Battle Royale, yes, that's right, Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode will be coming out with Season 1 on October 28th. And if it's delayed, again, don't yell at me. I'm just the messenger. But this is a huge question. Battlefield has never come out with a Battle Royale, and it's a very different type of game compared to Warzone and a Fortnite and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to play. What's the map size? Because Battlefield 6 is known to have these insanely large maps. You play Conquest, you can't run across the whole map without being, quite bored from just running straight. You got to get into a helicopter, a Humvee, or something like that, or you spawn on your squad mate that's further up than your HQ. So the Battle Royale is how big's the map? What weapons? What gadgets? What squad type deal are you going to be dealing with? Do you get plates? Do you get all these types of things that you find in a Battle Royale to survive and to be the last team, the last person standing? What type of vehicles? Are there jets in the Battle Royale? There's so many questions that are yet to be answered because it hasn't been released yet. So that is super exciting. I think that has kept a lot of people on edge and on their toes and on the balls of their feet in order to wait and see what happens with that. But I honestly can't say anything bad. And if a Battle Royale comes out for a game like Battlefield, there's nothing bad about that. There's no way that a Battle Royale for Battlefield can destroy the game because it's always been about playing Conquest and Rush and Attack and Defend and all that kind of stuff. So the people who enjoy Battlefield will play Battlefield. This game plays way better than 2042. It plays way better than Battlefield 5. Battlefield 4 is the closest thing that I could remember this being close to, and that was a long, long, long time ago. I played it a lot back in the day, but we are going way back in years in terms of when a Battlefield felt fun again. So this is really, really cool. The sniping is absolutely amazing. The ARs are great. The recoil, the bloom spread on these guns is absolutely ridiculous. You actually have to manage your recoil properly. Sometimes I even found switching to semi-auto versus full auto actually made the gun more accurate and your shots more accurate because you can just single fire, click, 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 instead of just spraying all over the place and missing half your target. So there's just these different types of things. The gadgets are super cool. And I'm just really, really, really curious to see what happens with the Battle Royale. I think the Battle Royale scene right now, Warzone hasn't changed. There's always problems. They come up with these updates that make no sense. They haven't had new maps in a long time. They're not getting a big new map until the spring, from what I heard, in terms of Black Ops 7 coming out next month in November, and nothing really coming with that. They get a resurgence map, but a lot of people are looking for that big map type experience, like Verdansk, which they brought back, and they're still Verdansk, but here we are, Warzone, still chilling on a map from years ago, 5 years ago, 5+ years ago now. So Battlefield 6 couldn't come at a better time for a first-person shooter. It couldn't come at a better time for a Battle Royale type new game mode, especially for Battlefield, because everyone's excited to see what they're going to do with it. It's just really, really, really exciting for Battlefield. So if you're sitting there saying, should I buy COD? Should I buy Battlefield? Technically, you should buy both, because if you're contemplating buying Call of Duty, it means you enjoy that type of game. Go ahead and buy it. If you're contemplating buying Battlefield because you like that type of game, go ahead and buy it. Now, yeah, you're going to be spending almost $200 for 2 days. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to be purchasing Black Ops 7 because guess what? It's just another multiplayer from COD. It's the same run and gun type thing. There's going to be meta weapons. The maps are all right, but when the game comes out, Call of Duty has this way of ruining things. And there's so many other games out there that I would hate to waste my time and my hard-earned money on something that's just not right. Battlefield comes out, I buy it, I have a lot of fun playing it. I can literally visualize playing in a squad in a Battle Royale Battlefield game, making sure that being a squad, being a team actually matters, rather than Warzone, where it's just one guy over here, one guy over there, and you just got to shoot together in order to win battles. This is going to be different. Ammo packs, limited ammo packs, and healing, and defibrillators, and all this kind of stuff, and repairing vehicles to make sure that you can actually get to where you need to go. Otherwise, maybe the map's just going to be too big for you. A lot of questions, and I hope they get answered soon for you, and for myself, and for every Battlefield lover out there. Time will tell. Until then, shoot straight, because, well, you're going to miss your target like me, and then you end up dying over and over again, and it is what it is. But next time you play, make sure you check out the graphics, especially the blood splatter on the weapons once you get into a game. Man, the attention to detail is absolutely beautiful. With that being said, thank you so much for listening. Battlefield 6 out, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 out next month. It was Thanksgiving here in Canada this last weekend, so happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians who may be listening. I hope it went well. Enjoy the week. Happy Wednesday when you listen to this. Happy Tuesday today, because I forgot to record yesterday. It was a day off for me. I appreciate you. As always, we'll catch you next time. Cheers.